Have you ever met someone who shines so brightly, without ever trying to show off? This was the question everyone whispered the day Armaan stood on the stage, holding the award he never told anyone he was even nominated for. But before that moment, before the applause and admiration, before people started calling him the boy who proved quiet success is real, there was a story that begins with disappointment, loneliness, and a secret promise he made to himself. If you're watching this right now, stay till the end, because his journey might remind you of your own. And if it inspires you even a little, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories like this. Armaan wasn't born with confidence. He wasn't the loudest, the smartest, or the one who wanted attention. In fact, throughout school, the louder kids mocked him for being too simple. His classmates bragged about their new phones, their new shoes, their grades, even if they barely passed. But Armaan, he quietly worked, he quietly learned, he quietly dreamed. His father used to tell him, "Beta, asli takat awaz mine nahi, kam mine hoti hai." The real strength isn't in showing off, it's in showing results. Armaan believed that, even when others didn't. But life tested him early. His father passed away when he was 16, leaving behind a shop drowning in debt. Overnight, Armaan went from a carefree teenager to the only support of his family. His relatives said he was too soft, too silent, too inexperienced. "Ye kuch nahi kar payega," they whispered. Some even suggested selling the shop. But Armaan remembered his father's words, and with trembling hands and a grieving heart, he decided to fight back quietly. The shop was small, ignored by customers, and surrounded by bigger stores with fancy boards and loud advertisements. Every day Armaan opened it alone at sunrise, cleaned every corner, arranged the dusty shelves, and waited. Hours passed with no customers. Days passed with barely any sales. Nights passed with nothing but the echo of his father's voice in his mind. Many times, he cried silently behind the shutter before closing the shop. But every morning, he returned with the same determination. One day, a customer came in, a tired old man with shaking hands. He needed simple grocery items but had forgotten his wallet at home. Other shopkeepers in the market often mocked him. But Armaan smiled and said, "Aap kabhi bhi dadina. Zaruri cheezon ko paise se nahi, niyat se chalta hoon." The old man blessed him and left. Armaan didn't know it yet, but that honest gesture would soon change his life. 2 weeks later, the same old man returned, but not alone. With him came his daughter, a well-known social worker who often shared stories of good people in her online videos. She listened to her father's experience, visited Armaan's shop, and was surprised by his humility and simplicity. She asked if she could record a small video about his kindness. Armaan hesitated, he wasn't seeking fame. But she insisted, wanting to show that real goodness still existed. The video went viral within days. People from nearby neighborhoods came to meet the honest shopkeeper who helped without expecting anything. Customers increased, sales improved. The shop that once stood silent now buzzed with voices, smiles, and trust. But Armaan stayed the same, soft-spoken, hard-working, grounded. Soon, the local business association nominated him for the Community Hero Award. He didn't tell his family. He didn't tell his friends. He didn't even believe he would win. On the award night, he quietly sat at the back of the hall, lost in thoughts of his father. When his name was announced as the winner, Armaan froze. The entire hall turned toward him as he slowly walked to the stage. People clapped, some stood up, some cheered, but Armaan's eyes searched for only one thing, the memory of the man who believed in silent effort. He held the award close and said, "I didn't do anything extraordinary. I just remembered my father's lesson: success doesn't need noise. It needs honesty, patience, and hard work. Show-off may attract attention for a moment, but character earns respect for life." The audience fell silent, many had tears in their eyes. And at that moment, Armaan wasn't just a shopkeeper, he became a symbol of what quiet success looks like. Later, as he walked home under the streetlights, he realized something powerful: you don't have to shout to be heard. You don't have to show off to be valued. When your work speaks, you don't have to. Even today, his shop is humble. No flashy signs, no advertisements, yet it's always full of customers, full of trust, full of blessings. People don't come for discounts. They come for honesty. They come because Armaan proved that humility is not weakness, it's strength. Silent strength. And as you listen to this story, maybe you're someone who works quietly. Maybe you're someone who feels invisible. Maybe you think your efforts aren't being noticed. But remember this, just because you're silent doesn't mean you're ordinary. Sometimes the quiet ones carry the loudest potential.